Hello again, Libra. This is your month in focus. I'm Dadhichi from astrology.com.au. Just as I started this, because I don't normally like to look at the charts before the camera rolls. I have the charts there, but I like to just work a bit more on intuition. But I must admit that I did take a quick glance there at your star sign, and I saw Mars and Saturn. And in my mind I saw them dancing, and it sort of reminded me of one of those espionage movies where, you know, the femme fatale is sort of dancing with the enemy, and she's got the knife out ready to stab him in the back. Now, I'm not saying that's happening to you this month, but yeah, the Mars-Saturn conjunction, or that combination in the sun sign of Libra, it's a little bit like that. Are you dancing with the enemy? The enemy could be someone that you're actually in deep relationship with at the moment too. In any case, when Mars, the quicker moving planet, starts to edge closer to Saturn, and bearing in mind that these two are bitter enemies in the zodiac, then there's certain to be some sort of frustration, moments where you explode, perhaps. And if you haven't yet exploded for a while, this could be a time when you may do so. So it's important that you just take a few deep breaths. If you don't like the person you're dancing with, sit out the next dance, is what I'm saying. Especially if it's someone you love and you're living with them. It's nothing worse than that. You know, you definitely want to resolve this, but you know that you're not going to be able to resolve it by banging heads. So yeah, it's a day of, well, a month of reckoning, but it's something you may need to develop a lot more patience with before you're going to get some resolution in that specific area. There's a couple of other things happening. Mercury, friendly planet, ruler of the 12th house for you, retrograde. All of this sounds technical jargon. In short, what it means is that Mercury, planet ruling your expenses, has been going in reverse motion. That's strengthened that planet considerably. So a lot of Librans are sort of forking it out. Perhaps the fingers are letting it slip, or there's a hole in your pocket or something. You've got the drift. The strength of that planet now indicating a lot more expenses. Also, by the way, with the sun having a lot to do with government connections, tax, bureaucracy. These sorts of things may irritate you. That could be maybe another aspect of this explosive combination of Mars and Saturn. So it's sounding pretty dull right now, isn't it? I better give you some good news, or you're going to turn this off. Let me give you some good news. What I do see is the full moon occurring in the first couple of days of the month in the 5th house. The 5th house is romance, love affairs. And of course, being full, this is the emotional body of the moon, does indicate a lot of open affection. This could be a separate issue to what we've been talking about. This could be maybe some creative venture where you're hanging out with people that you feel a lot more comfortable with. This could be your release valve, if I could put it that way. If what I saw a moment ago is going to happen, and that's likely later in the month, it's nice. I should have maybe given you the good news first. Maybe not. Bad news first. Now the good news. The good news is that this full moon takes place just as the month commences. So you've got the opportunity straight away to release some of that pent-up tension, that anxiety that you've got over these other matters. Could be a different circle of friends that you may want to associate with. Or, for some of you singles out there, this is an exceptional month for dating, meeting new people. Yeah, you know the rest of the story. I'm not going to go into that in too much detail. So, first week of the month. The other notable thing here is that the new moon will take place later in the month, again in your zone of friendship. So there's two planets there now, Mercury itself and Sun. So it is a socially engaging type of month. A lot of communication, but you've also got to be careful of miscommunication in the first 5 or 6 days of the month with that Mercury communications planet going reverse motion. That was supposed to be a tape player in reverse motion, in case you didn't get that. Up to about the 6th, I think. Sometimes I don't have the exact precise time, but they're about 6th, 7th, maybe even a little bit later. Let Mercury get up a bit of steam, and those misunderstandings can be resolved very, very easily at that time. I like the Sun in this position. There's strength in friendship right now. I think you will rely on that as a way of just getting through this little tight doorway on your path. It's a little bit cramped, maybe a lot crowding in on you. And you're more than likely taking things far too seriously. So just enjoy the moment, enjoy your friends. This is an excellent sort of social aspect that I see there. Notwithstanding a couple of little minor difficulties there, there are great influences from Jupiter, another one from what we call the North Node or the karmic point. All of these pointing to the fact that you can really feel comfortable in people, not just with a few people, but maybe even in crowds. And this could take you into, I suppose, environments in which there are large numbers of people, concerts or, beachside resorts or whatever. This will be fun in any case. So if we look at your ruling planet, Venus, we see a bit of a problem around the same time as I mentioned that full moon is taking place, 16th of August. Friendships, yes. Abrupt and unexpected dalliances may not be wise. You could be rushing in where it's not advisable. So take your time there. Give yourself, I would say, up until the 19th, so 16th till the 19th. Then you've got a nice aspect there, a stabilising aspect of firstly the Sun and Saturn. That's going to curb your impulses, and then the triangular aspect to Uranus on the 19th. So that's great. That if you've been having that difficulty I'm talking about, this is a very peak period where you can finally figure out the puzzle. You have the key then, and you can use some very unusual lateral thinking to solve some of the problems, get through to someone that's been a bit obstructive at this time in your life. Where else do we see? There are no other major aspects that I see from your ruling planet. However, the important one there, I think, is the movement of Mars out of this really difficult position in your sun sign, and that happens on the 24th of August. Guaranteed you'll feel a relief at that time, and the rest of the month, I would say, fingers crossed, should be pretty smooth sailing for you, Libra. Hope to see you at my website, astrology.com.au. Personal engagement with me? Yeah, that's okay. More than happy to email me there. Free psychic readings. There's also a lot of other astrologers. If you don't like the look of me or you don't like how I handle this, I don't take that personally. One's man's meat is another man's poison. Look forward to your company next month again. Take care. Good luck. Bye-bye.